Chapter 7 of Emily Reads 50 Shades of Grey. As promised, the first thing I notice is the smell. Leather, wood, polish with a faint citrus scent. That's not a room full of semen. The floor is old varnished wood. Good. There is a large wooden cross like an X fastened to the wall facing the door. That's good. That's, good. It's made of highly polished mahogany, and there are restraining cuffs on each corner. Oh God, it's happening. Above it is an expansive iron grid suspended from the ceiling, 8 foot square at least, and from it hang all manner of ropes, chains, and glinting shackles. Oh, goodness. Oh, and an assortment of paddles, whips, riding crops, and funny looking feathery implements. This is gonna be such a fun book, like you can just tell. But what dominates the room is a bed. There is no bedding. You'd have to wash it every single time. Just a mattress covered in red leather. Red leather, yellow leather. The moody lighting and oxblood leather makes the room kind of soft and romantic. This is not romance! So many questions cloud my mind. Why? How? When? How often? Who? It's like all the questions. Do you do this to people or do they do it to you? I do this to women who want me to. I don't understand. Oh my God, why don't you understand? This is quite a simple concept. You're a sadist? I'm a dominant. His eyes are scorching grey. Intense. I want you to willingly surrender yourself to me in all things. All the things? All the things! Why would I do that? To please me, he whispers as he cocks his head to one side. Italics. Please him. He wants me to please him. I think my mouth drops open. Please, Christian Grey. And I realize in that moment that yes, that's exactly what I want to do. Thank goodness, otherwise that would be the end of the book. No thanks. End of book. I have rules and I want you to comply with them. If you follow these rules to my satisfaction, I shall reward you. If you don't, I shall punish you and you will learn. She's like a little doggy he's gonna train. Okay, and what do I get out of this? Me. He says simply. There's more paperwork to be done. A contract saying what we will and won't do. I need to know your limits and you need to know mine. If she doesn't want to do this, he doesn't want to be with her. This is the only sort of relationship I'm interested in. She asks why and he says, it's the way I am. And then he starts talking about cheese. Why is anyone the way they are? That's kind of hard to answer. Why do some people like cheese and other people hate it? Do you like cheese? Mrs. Jones, my housekeeper, has left this for supper. We're talking about cheese. ... Holy crap. Cheese! It's all about cheese. It's document time again. These are the rules. They may be subject to change. They form part of the contract which you can also have. The submissive will obey any instruction given by the dominant immediately without hesitation or reservation in an expeditious manner. The submissive will agree to any sexual activity deemed fit and pleasurable by the dominant. Wow! She's got to obey him. She's got to sleep 7 hours per night. She has to eat regularly from a prescribed list of foods, not snack between meals unless it's fruit. Sounds like a personal training regime. She's only allowed to wear clothes approved by him, and he will provide a budget for her to go clothes shopping. He's going to provide her with a personal trainer 4 times a week. The personal trainer will report to the dominant on the submissive's progress. Wow, that sounds a little bit like dobbing. There's a hygiene section. Must keep herself clean shaved and or waxed at all times. And then in bold, failure to comply with any of the above will result in immediate punishment, the nature of which shall be determined by the dominant. And in italics, once again, holy fuck. I agree with that holy fuck. That holy fuck I agree with entirely. I don't want to exercise 4 times a week. It's a personal trainer for free, woman. Come on, hook in. I stare down at the rules. Waxing? Waxing what? Everything? Oh. Hard limits. No acts involving fire play. No acts involving urination or defecation and the products thereof. Good. No acts involving needles, knives, piercing, or blood. No acts involving gynecological medical instruments. No acts involving children or animals. No acts that will leave any permanent marks on the skin. He doesn't like fire, playing with poop, bleeding, giving gynecological exams, or permanently damaging his beautiful, gorgeous face and or body. Is there anything you'd like to add? He asks kindly. I haven't had sex before, so I don't know. You're a virgin? He breathes. I nod, flushing again. Why are you flushing? He doesn't like poop play. He closes his eyes and looks to be counting to 10. When he opens them again, he's angry, glaring at me. Why the fuck didn't you tell me? He growls. End of chapter 7. What happened in chapter 7? We looked at the torture chamber and it had all the whips and chains and whatnot that one would expect. And then we read the rules and they were quite extensive. And then we found that he has some hard limits, and some of the hard limits that he has is no poop and no fire. It's kind of getting serious. Getting down to business. Signing contracts, reading rules, getting handcuffed to a large mahogany X. What more could you want? See you next time for chapter 8.